Welcome to the very first episode of The Fresh Rental, where we sit down with the new voices moving the rental industry forward. The operators, dispatchers, sales reps, and owners giving this business its future. I'm Jaime, co-founder of Lizit.
And I'm Danny, also co-founder of Lizit. And today we're kicking things off with someone who's been at the heart of this idea. From day one, our co-host and first guest, Ralph Shaw. He is the general manager at Elite Events and Rentals, and he's the head of the YPN of Florida.
So Ralph's not just the GM of one of the busiest event rental companies in Florida. He's also stepping into a new role, helping guide the young professional network of the ARA here in Florida, and we're stoked to have him help lead this conversation.
So Ralph, you're the first guest on this podcast.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. That's a good way to start.
If it tanks, it's all on me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all on you.
Love it.
So we want to understand the journey. What brought you here? What are you doing now? What were you doing before? How has it been? How has it been for you, for the family?
Yeah, no, absolutely. A short story that I always tell people is I'm here because I owe Brandon a lot of hot dogs and light beer. Before I started working with him, I knew him through friends, tailgate with him. If Brandon Algren, my boss, loves to throw a party, loves to tailgate for Florida football. So then I went into work at the city of Clearwater, one of Elite Events and Rentals customers. I was working there for about 5.5 years. I was told, hey, I think Brandon's looking for a right-hand man from one of the guys I was working with down at the field as like coordinating stuff. And he's, I think you need to talk to Brandon. We talked. He brought my wife and I out to dinner with his wife. I explained, hey, this is the rental business. It's not for the faint in heart. You're going to have those times where you might not make it to a baseball game. You might not make it home for dinner. You might be taking poles out 50 miles away because somebody forgot something. And it's definitely come to fruition sometimes, but it was a good understanding, and I'm glad he did that. I'm glad my wife understood it. And she still has her issues every now and then when I do have to stay later, but she got the gist of it early.
How long ago was that?
That was 10.5 years ago.
Oh man, and you started like being the GM, or you worked your way up?
So I started right away in the second in command position. I had to learn, so I stuck with the main guy. I learned things. I basically went out to jobs, tried things out. Right away, he likes to throw people in the scruff of it, and that first job you go on is always the worst somehow. I remember getting in a truck with two guys. They know how to set up a tent, and I was just along for the ride. Of course, it rained. We got the wrong top because somebody gave us the wrong top we sub-rented from. We had to be ready for a rehearsal dinner. It was on the beach. Like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And I remember after being there for probably 8 to 10 hours, leaving, stopping at 7-Eleven, grabbing a soda, and is this really for me?
So looking back, what was that key moment where you realized that rental was actually for you?
Yeah, that was definitely the worst end of it, but then getting back, no issues. Next day after that is something completely different, whether it's putting something together in the warehouse, going to help a customer, learning about a wedding that you get to help with. It's all those little things that add up, and when you get that thank you from somebody's first event that you've maybe done 5 or 6 times, or now like dozens and dozens of times, it just is, okay, I'm in the right place. I'm not doing the same thing every day. I'm not sitting behind the desk every day. Like I want to get out. That's my goal, and as much as he tries to keep me behind the desk, I'm still getting out there a little bit when I can.
You think that's like what makes you a good fit for this business, or maybe what surprised you about it when you first started? Like, when did you say, yeah, I am the guy for this thing?
Yeah.
I have this, and that's why I'm the guy for this.
I think that's what makes anybody in this business good for it, is the flexibility. It's the drive. It's the want to get the job done any means necessary, but to get it done efficiently, get it done with everybody's thoughts and all their feelings in mind, and making sure that everybody's taken care of. Like it's hard work that we do, and if you connect with your guys, and you don't have to be best of friends, but at some point it becomes like a family, the nights and times you spend together. You would do the same thing with your family. Hey, I don't want you hurting. I want to help raise you up, so do the best you can to help them make their job easier, which makes your job easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was the most surprising thing coming from a completely different industry, coming from working with the city to this side of the business, setting up those events? What surprised you?
Yeah, I think the biggest surprise is just the hours. Again, you think about these events that you go to and you're like, okay, yeah, I have fun. It's a Saturday night, whatever. But you don't think about the guys that then have to come in at midnight to take all that down, whether it is just a hotel with chairs in it, or whether it's on the beach and you're blocking a road and it's got to be clear by 2 a.m. Like, that it hits you real quick and you're like, oh yeah, this is the company that makes that happen. Now I'm part of that. And you struggle with customers like, hey, is there any way I can come back at 7 a.m. and take it down? Give our guys a little bit of a breather. And sometimes they help you out. Sometimes you just got to man up and do it. We've all been on those jobs and we know how they go. And I think going on those jobs so you learn and people know that, hey, I've done it before, I think it really helps them because you don't want to ask somebody to do something that you're not willing to do yourself. So I think that's key in this.
Definitely. And now we've talked about your backstory, how you came here, how you've grown in the business. Now I want to learn a little, what are you doing now? Like fast forward to today, right? So you're running the show here at Elite. Give us a quick overview of what you would like in your day-to-day. How does that look?
I think, again, going back to the reason I'm in this industry is every day is different. Today, for instance, tons of meetings, whether it's logistics, whether it's operations, whether it's setting up interviews, whether it is dealing with financial advisors, dealing with consultants. All these different pieces come together and it just all happen to come in one day. My day was 8:30 to 3:30, basically meeting and popping out here and there to help the sales girls like turn jobs in or going out back to make sure the warehouse guys got what they need. And that's just one, but other days it's me not only taking care of my sales team, making sure that all their questions are answered, and if they need any help, also making sure my operations team is taken care of, going out there, getting eyes on things, just saying hey to people, making sure hours are correct, making sure if basically anybody has a question or anybody needs anything, I'm that go-to guy and I want to have those answers. And if I don't have the answers, I'm going to find where I can find the answers.
And how do you stay sane with everything that's going on, man?
Oh, you don't stay sane. No, absolutely. It's hard. And you find out the people that can somehow manage are the people that stay, and the people that can't, it's just not for them. So I guess I'm one of the crazy ones that enjoyed this and wanted to stay, but yeah, it's definitely not for the faint at heart.
You've mentioned how it's such a fast-paced industry. The calls, the setups, the deliveries, everything that goes around an event and event rental. What's the biggest challenge? And especially for you, what's the biggest operational challenge right now?
I think it's labor, and I think that's with anybody. I think it's finding the right guys. I think it's keeping the right guys. And I think it's making sure they're taken care of. First, it's hard to find good help. Good help ain't cheap, and cheap help ain't good. So it's finding the balance of getting the right guys, making sure they're taken care of, making sure that they're not working 10, 12 hours, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row. Yeah, it'll happen, and we'll do it. But when you can, finding hey, man, take a break, go get this time. We're just running out to the job sites and making sure, hey, we appreciate you, giving a little something, boost of spirits. So it's finding the right guys. It's making sure they're well taken care of. They want to keep coming back, and they want to tell people hey, this is a great place to work. So if you can keep them happy that way, that's huge. But then also making sure the customer's taken care of. It's the balance of, we want to make sure our guys don't have a horrible life having to do all these events, but also understanding, hey, customers need their stuff, and trying to find that balance of, hey, is there any way I can maybe do this a little earlier? I can maybe come here just to help you out or help our guys out. And if I have to do something for the customer to make that work, hopefully they're appreciative of our hard work and we're appreciative of their flexibility.
And I have questions for you. You've hired probably a ton of people in the 10 years you've been. So do you have any key things that you look for in people before you hire them?
Yeah, I think it's somebody who cares, and it's hard to find that. But it's easy to tell sometimes of what they've done before and what they think while you're interviewing. If a guy comes in dressed somewhat nicely, it's a back of house job, so you're not looking for a suit and tie, but somebody with a polo and maybe nice shorts or pants versus somebody basketball shorts and a ripped shirt or something like that shows that, hey, they care about, hey, I want this job versus, oh, they're just looking for hands. So I think that's the first thing. And then second thing is how they stay at their other jobs or what other jobs they've had and left or whatnot. And sometimes it's the job, sometimes it's the person. So if you can find those guys that show they care a little bit at the start and then have them grow here, I think that's essential.
And what's the most relevant tip that you can share with the viewers about how to hire?
Man, I wish somebody would tell me that. But I think the most relevant tip is do your homework on just combing the resumes and then making every interview count. Again, it's like how we have jobs. We could do the same interview 100 times. We could do the same tent 100 times, but it's that one person's interview. It's that one person's event. So when they come in, you got to give them the same energy that you've given the last 99 interviews. Even though you've done this 100 times, that could be the person. If you give them the good energy and they're the good person, they can stick with you for 10, 12, 15 years.
Definitely.
And
Oh, go ahead.
No, regarding that side of the most chaotic and the challenges of the industry, the most chaotic moments that you faced, what's the funniest story that you have of a moment of chaos that now you reflect on it and you just go, yeah, that happens sometimes?
Yeah, no, I'd probably say not doing the rain out first job. That's an easy one to say, but there's been times where you get everything loaded, you come in, I think it was for, I don't know if it was for hurricane work or some kind of like last minute emergency, gotta have it. I scrounge up guys, come in the warehouse, we load up 3 trucks, get in the truck, I'm halfway to the job site and get a call, hey, they don't need it anymore.
Oh.
And it's like, all right, good practice loading up a truck, guys. Turn it all around, park it in the bay, and I don't even think we unloaded. We'll see this in the morning. Yeah, but it was one of those literally, I think it was like a Sunday afternoon, came in, loaded, we were like on the way, it was like already 6 o'clock at night, got the word, and it was like, hey, go get yourself a drink on us, and I think me and the guy I was with are like, we don't even want to go do that. Let's just park the truck and go home. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll unload the truck then. It is frustrating, but it's the business.
It is. Now, on the flip side, like something that you have actually pulled off, like funniest, weirdest transaction, something that was just not status quo that they asked for a special event or something. Do you remember something?
Yeah, and I'll even take it just outside of Elite, but with the ARA, it was just talking about this yesterday. We had the first IP of Florida event that somehow came together. Thanks to you guys, thanks to a lot of help here. A lot of people came during their time of work to tour our facilities, to listen to each other, to talk to each other, to get that discussion going, to see what they're doing, to see what we're doing, to see how we can help each other. And I think a lot of people took a lot of good away, and we've heard, hey, I really appreciate it. It was nice to hear from this, or, oh, they're doing the same thing we are, or, oh, that's a great idea. And we've already had people from our company say, oh, I'm going to take that from them. That's a great idea. And I've gotten plenty of texts already saying, hey, let us know when the next is. We'd love to, oh man.
No, but we'll still have like,
We'll go that far out.
But I was just saying, yeah, edit. I was just saying, yeah, we've already gotten plenty of texts from people saying, hey, we really appreciate it. Let us know when the next time is. Either we'd love to have you at our place and we can host, or we know somebody who would love to host, or I just want to be there to get more information.
That's
awesome.
great.
That's awesome.
And that's one thing that I want to highlight about this industry. The people in this industry are so open. Like, it's incredible how competitors within the same space, within the same city, within the same area of that city, share so much about their business, how they're doing, how they're managing their operations, how they're getting better. And that's something that we saw in the Havana Nights summer getaway of the ARA. You guys are competitors to Fiesta Solutions, and
You crush beers together.
Absolutely. Nobody likes dancing like Mama Fiesta, so we know we're going to be out there on the dance floor with her. And yeah, talking to them at Havana Nights, talking to them at the YP event. We share ideas. There's enough business to go around, and we know if like we can help you do better, you can help us do better in the same light. We might not be giving each other numbers and everything, but we know like strategies and procedures and things that can help. Like, I know you're going to help me down the road. I'm going to help you now when I can.
And the thing with us being on the software side has been exactly the same.
Yeah.
Every time we knock on the door, we try to open markets, go to a new region, go to a new state. People are so open. They try to help. They try to help build the software that's
actually how we built it.
That's actually how we built it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Looking at yourself now, moving forward, what does the future of the industry, of Elite, and of Ralph look like?
I hope I'm still here. No, I think it's wide open. I think as we continue to grow, the economy hopefully continues to grow. We get more advanced with the education that's available. We get more advanced with the opportunities that come with the different inventory that we're able to break into markets that we haven't been in before, trying to figure out what works for us. And I think that's true with the whole industry, is coming together and learning not only from ARA, but from each other about the possibilities that are available to you, teaching people how to correctly use equipment, teaching people safety, teaching people how to sell, teaching people how to work together. As that grows, we become better and the industry becomes better, and it writes itself.
And what are you looking forward to in the next few years? What's going to come?
Yeah, It's tough to say. You want to see larger events as we continue to heal as a country, and you want to see things happen, and as teams grow in your area, as parks become more rampant, as just the opportunities come, you want to do those even bigger jobs. Like you want to set those huge skyscraper-like structures. You want to set the 3 or 4 level structures. Really kick it up to where you're like, this isn't just a tent. This is like a building, like that we're doing for some just unimaginable event.
That's awesome. And now going back a little where you were going, Danny, on the community, like now that we're getting very close with the ARA, now that we are the unofficial committee of the YPN of Florida.
100%.
So where do you hope that the Florida rental community, especially the younger generation, goes? Like, where do you think it's headed right now? The younger generation in rental.
I think it's headed towards leading the way. I think as we build this, it's just giving more opportunity for those young voices to come in and give those new ideas. There's been plenty of leaders ahead of us that have shown us how to do it. And then we take that ball and we keep running with it. We bring in the new light, the fresh eyes to it, show what other ideas we have and to expand it. And I think that's done, like we were talking about, as a community coming together. I think they started the conversation, but the more that we can loop people in on it to build together, I think that's where we really show a future.
That's awesome. So working together with everyone.
Absolutely.
Actually creating the community.
Yeah, kumbaya.
Okay, now it's time for what we're going to start calling this podcast the rapid fire questions. So we'll dig into ours, just go on answers. You ready?
Oh, all right, yeah.
Okay, so first one.
Last song you played.
Ice Cream, Maroon 5, new CD, love it.
Current binge-worthy show.
Currently, I just started watching, I'm on the final season of One Tree Hill. Very old, very girly, but I love it.
Old school.
What's your favorite fast food, and what's your go-to order?
Oh man, Chick-fil-A nuggets, can't beat them. Maybe a shake if you got the Christmas time.
Okay, basically, okay.
Yeah.
Rental tool trick for a hack you swear by.
Oh, getting people 15 minutes early because knowing that they'll be late or stopping at a gas station.
Nice.
One person in rental that you challenge to be in the next podcast.
Oh, I got to challenge Jesus. Jesus, you're next, buddy.
Jesus Fiesta Solutions, yes sir. Okay, so that's a wrap on our first episode of the Fresh Rental. Ralph, brother, thank you so much for sharing your story and for helping us make this podcast actually happen. We're really excited to start working with you in this YPN trail that comes ahead of us, and I'm just happy to be here, man.
We've got some great, incredible voices coming up, and if you guys are in the rental world, especially the younger crowd, grinding it out, stay tuned. Episodes drop every 2 weeks.
Love it. And like they were saying, just if you have any ideas, if you have any mentions, if you have critiques, keep the critiques away. No, I'm just kidding. But if you have a great story in the space, shoot us a message and let's get all those stories heard by everybody.
Catch you next time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Bye.